Hello, what is up guys? And today we are playing World of Warcraft on the Macbook Air M3, and this footage looks a little bit choppy, but that's not how it is when you play it. But Apple, in its infinite wisdom, decided to ship Macs in 2024 and 2025 still with 265 gigabytes of 6 gigabytes of base storage, which really is like 200 gigabytes, and this game is like 110, 120 gigabytes, and then you have the saved footage, which is before it say 50, 60 gigabytes, and then again Apple in its infinite wisdom decides to open videos in Apple TV, which saves it also in Apple TV, so you have double the video files, which also tens and tens of gigabytes. Long story short, the video looks a little bit choppy because the SSD was nearly full, like 99% full, and I didn't know. I noticed just now, and it's too late now because the Apple or the MacBook Air is going back to the store because we recently bought it, but now Apple decided to drop the MacBook Air M4 for $100 less or €100 less, which makes it a much better deal. So it's gonna go back, this one, and the M4 is gonna come in our house. So anyway, it runs decent. I mean, it doesn't look like it maybe in the video, but it just trust me on it, or watch my other videos from the M1, M2, M4, like I have many orders. It runs really good. It runs in this case about 50-ish FPS, but you gotta remember this is in a older part of the game, and yeah, the newer parts of the game it will run worse. You're more looking at 30 FPS. You really want to look at 30 because otherwise it will overheat and there's no sense in it. And I'll be interested to see how it compares to the MacBook Air M4. But first guys, let's see what the settings are. I always use the same settings pretty much. Well, for RAW not the exact same because the M4 Mini is just much more powerful and it can cool, but this is really the max settings that you can use for the M3, and perhaps even lower in the newer areas, which is kind of sad, but that is what the MacBook Air sadly is. It cannot cool, and if you play longer games like this, then it will just heat up and you will have to deal with lower settings. That's really it. Or 30 FPS, or maybe both in some cases, right? Now also I couldn't get to a newer part of the game, like I've done it on the M4, but I do not have a subscription, and this game it's fighting me all the way. It doesn't want me to go to the new area. I have to, I don't even know what I have to do. Either I have to buy a subscription or I have to do, I don't know what. I just don't know how to go there in a reasonable amount of time, so I decided to go here. Like, it's an older laptop, it's an older city, it's fine. Right, so if you want the newer stuff, I have the M4 videos. Anyway guys, it still runs really good, and I'm very happy that it's native and all. So it's one more native game. That's all for me guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.